Salute everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Miss Parker. Miss Parker, I hope everybody's had a blessed Tuesday this far, okay? Taking us on a little field trip over here with Queen 88 for a minute. We're waiting on the verdict deliberation. It could be in today or no later than tomorrow. They said the judges told the jury to pack an overnight bag. 713 broke down what the closing arguments was, and I must say it gave me about that much hope. When I had all of that, it after hearing the closing arguments to the jury, it gave me about that much hope for Karmelo and things like that. So I want to say shout out to everybody that's been following the Carmelo Anthony case, whether you are for the justice of Austin Metcalf or the justice of Carmelo. When I say the justice of Carmelo, I mean a fair trial. I mean, when I say justice for Carmelo, in my eyes, that means a fair trial, a fair shake at justice, because it's, to me, not premeditated. Premeditated means y'all got messages of Carmelo going down there saying, "Hey, I'm gonna cause him harm. I'm gonna do something to him," when that wasn't the case or whatever. And shout out to Nika Knight, shout out to Queen Sheba. Moderators, please drop those links for me. Nika Knight, Queen 88 for sure. Skull, shout out to Just Say No to Skull, drop his link. Shout out to Synthetic, she's down there covering it. She's been in the courtroom and stuff like that. And so has Queen Sheba, so has Nika Knight, and so has 88. Okay, they said Candace Matthews is on the way. Skull just said 88. If Carmelo walks out of that courtroom a free man, what are you gonna do? She said she's twerking ass. She said she's getting on every car down there and twerking ass, like they say. She's the ghetto queen. She's gonna act as the ghetto queen, but no, emotions are running high down there right now. Let me get Queen 88 on the screen.
Only way, a hung jury, right there. It's got to be a hung jury.
What you
That's the only way.
And drop
I'm finna get around there and power.
These people calling
You need help? What you putting the signs up?
Yeah.
You need some help?
Kind of.
Look at all these wonderful men right here.
I gotta sit on my line.
Rachel, you nothing.
The king got it. Ratchet got it. Hey. Go, guys. Go. Let's go.
Is that what you want?
Let's go. We got it. So I said, one thing, I'm looking at what did she say?
Huh?
Like if you
I don't know.
got a fire.
Yeah, it was just yeah, it's very it's very so much stuff like
It's the new night. We looking
where?
What's I said?
Hey, we go country. Now sure.
Yeah, they said she looking.
You were so beautiful. Oh, you are so beautiful. I just feel like it's all out of love.
It's the slave music they were playing behind me. Yeah, it was like, you know,
Yeah, she has been cutting up all morning. I don't know what we're gonna do with Queen 88. Samad was over there with me. Lady Mysterious was over there with me. Yeah, I'm apologizing in advance. Queen is queen. Queen is queen. You okay? So excuse her. Shankrock was over there. I seen Dimples over there, and y'all know that's my home territory. So you know I had to go home. I gotta go back on across the street to my tracks, which is 88, of course. So just saying, excuse her much. She don't care. She don't care.
Yeah.
I would have came early. I need a babysitter.
I get it.
That could play like, you know, I'm great. Hey, I'm doing.
When it was night for them, man, a lot of people got purple on. Everybody gonna represent Karmelo.
Carmelo right
Side
there.
over there too, man. That's the I mean. We Proud Boys gapping this corner over there. Them Proud Boys got a little corner. You hear me? Like on the other side of the parking lot. Like, the parking lot. Come in, man. They on the other side.
Oh, they on the other side.
They said the Proud Boys have pulled up. 88 told the sheriff to tell that lady to quit playing that sad ass funeral music. She said, tell her quit playing that sad ass funeral music. She said, tell her play Shackles on My Feet so I can dance, some Mo 3 or something down that motherfucker so she could shake some ass or something, but she wasn't trying to cry. So that's why they talk about the gospel music, just the FYI on that. But I just want to take you guys down here, their boots on the ground. Girl, she said, told them play some Shackles on My Feet. She said, that's funeral music. She said, tell that bitch, turn that shit down, Sheriff, now. She's playing funeral music and tell her play some Shackles on My Feet or something. I'm trying to shake some ass or something, but that's about to make me cry. 88 finds her way down there closer to the music, starts crying, and it's just been on and popping from there. So yes, TT y'all. So I've been over in the chat tripping. 88 don't care, y'all. She has no filter. You know what I'm saying? This has always been her from day one. So we don't know what we're gonna get watching this live, okay? I don't know what I'm gonna get from 88. And shout out to Just Say No to Skull too.
Oh yeah. That's they park out over there. Everybody, you know what I mean? It's like
Okay.
all the niggas over here.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know everything else over there. But shout out to the kids out here, man. You know, it's nice. You know what I mean? Everybody just waiting. Mello got a lot of support out here for show. For show. Everybody just waiting.
We talk about everyone else watching out, but we love them. They say thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I do like when you going through shit like this, you got
No.
Rain said guilty, right?
Yeah.
I said fuck him. That's the exactly. 88 said she cutting off rainwater. Yeah, put cat. Yeah, 88 said she cutting off back talking to him tonight. Put cat to the chat. Y'all think that's cat. The 88 cutting off rain. Do that bitch up with cat.
I'm family.
but they all starting to look like this. They all starting to look like iPhone. So this is T-Mobile.
That was sick. Yeah. I heard you talking about it online. I fuck with this over the iPhone. It's a different feel, man. You white folks creeping through looking around.
Drop his link. Make sure you guys pull up and catch that. I do want to ask you guys this. How do y'all feel about today? Hey, Ms. Parker, is it true they added manslaughter? Yes, they did. So if they don't get a conviction on murder one, they're just gonna head down there. Absolutely. Have I went trolling a little bit. JLR, I apologize in advance for my trolling. I went over there and trolled in JLR's chat. He had over 10,000 racists over there. You know what I'm saying? I had to go over and act a little black. You know what I'm saying? I seen the Mo 3 sector and I was like, I felt comfortable. I seen Dr. Doc. He said, Miss Parker, he's like, man, I feel good to see you. I thought I was in here by myself. I said, nah, I'm here. I'm black and I'm proud. They mad, ain't it? And they wanted me to get the hell out of there. These people so wanted me to get the hell out. There was a rolling their eyes. They're like, is she gonna leave? This is bullying. I didn't bully you guys. I just said I'm black and I'm proud. Black people this, black people that, black people this, black people that. And I put 1,000 laughing emojis. I trolled the hell out of JLR's chat. So when 88 talked to him, I was like, tell JLR. That was like, that's over in the multi said, like, did you get blocked? I was like, nah, I just left. Shout out to Nika Knight. We had a good dialogue over there with her, plus the conversation momentum. Fate was already determined. I know, and Renee, I know, you know, I don't know. I just apologized or whatever. I don't know if she's seen it to tell him. You know what I'm saying? He might didn't even get to see me. I was like, tell JL, I apologize, but shit. It is what it is at this point. You know what I'm saying? Man, the chat was cooked over at Nick Smith Parker. I went to sleep. Yes, I see her shout you out for something that you did for her salute to you for that. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely lit. I haven't been asleep. I think I got like 3 hours of sleep this morning because I think I finished watching her as soon as she zipped it at 4:30, and I went to sleep. SWAT team recently pulled up. Yeah, we're gonna get back to 88. Cause what the fuck is that? If you try me on murder one, don't go adding ish just to get the conviction. Either it's murder one or not. Can't have it both ways. That's almost like double jeopardy loophole. It seems like, and that's where the defense lawyer is gonna have to come and kick in, Jennifer. He's gonna have his defense. It's a time for his defense. Gets in there. I'm cool, chill. I'm cool now. I got me a shower. I ate. Shout out to baby, he cooked. So um, this is when the defense lawyer, because it is like double jeopardy. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, the thumbnail. I, oh, guys, man, my computer so messing up. Yeah, but Nick almost had like 3,000 people in the chat. It was a good dialogue. It was very good information that came out. The butterfly voice, don't you think? It was some great people that hit the panel with great questions and stuff like that. I definitely didn't get to ask her about Hunter. Somebody might have got that in about Hunter not being, but they did say y'all know I be forgetting when I take a video off that I gotta unmute myself. I be forgetting about that. Can y'all hear me now? Hey Bree. I think I'm unmuted. I think I'm unmuted, you guys. I had to take 88 off the screen. I'm gonna get Shank's stand for my phone and play 88 in the background and stuff. Yeah, I had to take that video down. I think when we play videos, it really messes up our audio and stuff like that or whatever. TT late. How about you're on mute? But it was definitely good dialogue over there with Nick and Knight. How many of y'all feel like he's gonna get the murder one? Drop a 1 for murder one, drop a 2 for hung jury, and okay. Thank you, baby. Oh shit. Baby looks sexy with his glasses, y'all. I didn't even know this stick goes that far. Okay. All right. Well, it ain't gonna work for me, y'all. It's do not want to work for me. Yeah, there was a lot of racist people over there too. And I definitely felt like in JLR's today, I knew I was in a KKK meeting, baby. I was like, shit, but I talk my shit. I definitely talk my shit. 2, 1, because they're gonna convict him no matter what. Okay, Jennifer said she doesn't think. Belinda said a 2. 3, I say maybe manslaughter. However, I'm claiming drop charges. I mean, I must say the way that 713. I was talking my ass off, Belinda. Oh yeah, let me tell you guys about Hunter. So Nick was saying that they were saying, let me see if I can find a matter of fact. Hold on. Let's see if this is it, guys. Let's see if this was the one.
Your patients have a lot on their plate, and remembering a pill every day isn't always easy.
Just because the kid was mad, my son is not here anymore, and I don't understand it. Just tell me about what happened today. I don't know. I got a phone call from Hunter. He was screaming that Austin had been stabbed. I was at work, and so I drove. I work in Grapevine, so I drove up to the hospital straight away. I actually beat the ambulance there. Yeah, I saw them to have him come out. He was on a lot of machines, and it didn't take long for them to say that he had passed. So, not sure, senseless act of a boy that was in the wrong tent, and my son doing the right thing by telling that boy that he needed to be removed from where he was. And let's stop there. For one, you got to remember, who is Austin them to say you got to move? Because Austin them didn't own them tents. They belong to the school. Austin didn't own those tents. Hey, Denise. Austin wasn't in charge of the tents. Austin wasn't security or anything. Austin was a kid that was there that they said, now they're saying that Austin and Hunter was the one suspended and wasn't supposed to be there. They said everything they're saying about Karmelo is really Austin and Hunter. That they was not supposed to be there. Strange, ain't it? It's funny how they got this white privilege, right? Austin was just a student, absolutely. The manslaughter charges because they know they don't have enough to convict on murder one. But if you don't have enough, then he should be found not guilty. No turnaround in prosecution for manslaughter, absolutely. Ms. Parker, next time you go into Klan territory, you need to drop a community-wide post so we can meet you. Absolutely, and Renee. And somebody must have, because I know Cupcake, we was in Straight Like That's chat. We was over there in Straight's chat, and I seen Cupcake say, JLR is live. So when I was live, I was actually live on my phone, and I had JLR playing in the background on the computer. So I was reading them the comments over there when I seen Duval go over there. Like I said, Dr. Doc was there, Rap Snacks was there, and it was a few others over there. Hey, Mama Kim, what it do? A few others was over there, but I'm definitely gonna drop it. He's still live, and he had like 10,000 in the chat. They should let him go because they overcharged, thinking they would have one side that should go against the law, let him walk. It is. I thought that was against the law. Can y'all tell me? Isn't that against the law? Ain't that how George Zimmerman, they overcharged George Zimmerman? Ain't that what happened? They should have thought about the charges and the evidence they had from jump. It should be walk free. They did not meet the burden of proof for the murder one. I agree. I want them to follow the rules that they made. Absolutely. Hey, Drea, sis, what's going on? Denise, it said the group was even blocking the couch from seeing that they let the boys demise. I can't. What are you saying, Belinda? Hey, Latasha. That's right. Texas and Florida, I'll stand your ground. This is Austin's mother, and this is going to be Hunter, you guys. Just doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's just because the kid was mad, my son is not here anymore, and I don't understand it. Tell me about Austin. What do you know about your boy? He was the most amazing kid. Oh, so smart. He had college football. Guys looking at him to play in college. His goal was to play in college. He just wanted to play football. I'll block the coach. Going to the gym and working out and being a leader on his football team. And he just had such ambitions and no, they actually need. They said that they said that the knife was legal because it was under so many inches or something. But they said he just wasn't supposed to have it on school grounds. They said his signs and everything, blocking the coaches from seeing the fight that let the boys. And they also said that in closing arguments, let me tell you guys about this. They also said during closing arguments that the way that Austin was cut, that the medical examiner said that it wasn't an intentional cut. They did say that the defense said that in the closing arguments today, like how Austin was cut, it wasn't an intentional stabbing. She said 3.5 inches is legal, and that's the side he had. That's what it is, 3.5 inches. So yes, it was legal. It just wasn't allowed to be on school grounds. Thank you, Jackie, baby. Appreciate you. Hey, Candy. Hey, Candy. I just want you guys to hear what they're saying. And she was like, once he was asked to leave. But my thing is, they said that he wasn't supposed to be there. But come to find out, he caught the bus with other students. So if Karmelo wasn't supposed to be there, why didn't the bus driver stop him from getting on the bus? Does that make sense? Thank you, Denise. Thank you. The medical said that in Austin was taller and lean. Yes, they also did the weight size and the height difference. They said Austin was 230 pounds, 6 feet tall and 3 inches. And they said Karmelo is 130 and 5 inches and something. Like it was very small. Hey, Firecracker, what's going on, baby? They ain't gave the verdict yet. They ain't. It's verdict deliberation right now, Firecracker. So everybody's on the edge of their seats. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Holistic Royalty, what's going on? They had no authority to tell him to leave. No, they definitely didn't have authority to tell him to leave. He was supposed to be there. Austin wasn't competing that day. He was asked to step up by the coach. Him and his brother were both removed from the team because he said they were selfish. Absolutely. It was something that they said everything that happened with Austin and Hunter, that they're putting it on Karmelo. In fact, Karmelo was supposed to be there. Exactly. And usually during things like that, they take a row on the buses. Yes, they just said they did have a tent for Karmelo and them to go under, but they said the bus that Karmelo and them rode on just didn't have enough room or whatever. It was just a smaller group of kids. It was not Karmelo. It was Austin was not supposed to be there. Yeah, that's what I said, C-Note. Yeah. Austin was not supposed to be there. But C-Note, do you see how they're changing everything and saying he wasn't even supposed to be there? And y'all drop Holistic Royalty by Kel's link, please. I'm just saying, y'all see how everything's being reversed? The knife was legal according to the police on the stand. And that's what Nika Knight was explaining. She was saying, like, the courtroom wanted to know more about what made Karmelo carry the knife that day. This is my theory. Allegedly. I ain't saying it happened. And I talked to Callie about this. Me and Callie was on the phone chopping it up a little bit about this. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think. It is, Chaz. It really is misinformation. It really is a lot. I want to play Nika Knight's live to give y'all a little bit more insight. I just wanted to play this one about the Hunter and the mothers, because I want to hear what Hunter had to say, because Hunter did not want to testify for a reason. While there are no records like paperwork, they keep using their minors as excuses. Because Karmelo just turned 19. Yeah, they said that too. Belinda Mello had epilepsy. He can't be getting jumped. Somebody said that in Nika Knight's chat. They said why haven't they let the medical people talk about Karmelo's epilepsy? Why they don't want to talk about that? Why they don't want to bring certain information into the court? Why didn't the defense call the coach to the stand and stuff like that? Because we all know Eddie was lying. We all know Eddie was lying. And the fact, again, that will forever stand and stick to me, that they let Eddie's shit go through. And That's like me saying, "Do you know Belinda?" Now, but didn't you text Belinda to go to on a double date? I mean, yeah, but I do that to a lot of people. But we're talking about this point in time. But didn't you invite Belinda to your house? Yeah, I invite everybody to my house. Well, didn't you in fact invite Belinda to your granny's 50th birthday party? Yeah, yeah, but she wasn't the only one there. I think Eddie played a part. I think that Karmelo and Eddie had a relationship to where they would kick it about sports. That's what homeboys do. I talk about sport. It's over, royalty, holistic royalty. It's over. It's over. They're in deliberation. The verdict, they're in there to give a verdict. The jury is in deliberation. Y'all, I know someone is hearing from a source this was over some girls who liked Melo. Let me tell you, Drayon, Drayan, let me say this. I think Eddie was afraid to admit Karmelo was his friend. Let me tell you this, holistic. Pay attention to this story. I think that one day Karmelo because I know Eddie was a part of Austin's them shit. And I think that Karmelo was just saying like how they trash. Just kicking it. Which homeboy like, man, he trash. And I think Eddie went and told the twins. Because why didn't they submit? Why didn't the defense submit when Austin made that message and said, "And monkey better not show up"? I'm gonna go outside and watch live because my kids getting anxious and I don't want them thinking something wrong. I've been on the edge. Let me go get some air, okay? These motherfuckers are diabolical, flipping all this shit on this child. I bet if Austin was the one that stabbed Karmelo, we wouldn't even be here. See, no? We wouldn't even be here, see, no? You know that. If Karmelo would have took, Austin would have took Carmelo's life, we wouldn't be here. I think Eddie played a part. Them twins were not there yet. When Melo was kicking it with his friends, the twins came later. Was no problem till Austin said he was gonna whoop his. Yeah. But Austin had made a post y'all before. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Austin had posted a message saying, "I wish that monkey would come." Something about a monkey coming. Monkey coming where? A monkey coming where? But I bet Eddie knew that Karmelo was going to be there. Eddie knew Karmelo was going to be there. I think Eddie had been playing both sides, going back and telling, I don't think Karmelo even knew them like that, and they didn't know Karmelo, but I think that they wouldn't have all kinds of excuses for why Black Boy got on the live. Yep. I think Eddie was go back and tell Karmelo things that they said about him, and he would go back and tell them shit, when they up there just kicking the shits and stuff. They let you know that this was not over a 10 or sports is the come on. Dre, it was. It was the 10 was just the icing on the cake for me. I keep saying that. It was bigger than this. It was more to this. And they just didn't do their due diligence to go look for the evidence and stuff. They wanted a quick conviction of a African American guy.
That it's hard to find in a kid, and he's just such a good spirit, and so many kids loved him, and his brother lost his best friend.
Yeah, Kamisha.
Identical twins. Yeah, they are the best of friends.
And when y'all heard Neek, y'all gonna hear Neek say on the news was saying that Hunter was the aggressor. Hunter was the aggressor for real. That Austin really followed suit.
I'm so worried about my son. because he's going to have to face this world alone now, because he had a brother that was with him the whole time, and now he's going to have to do it alone. And I'm just so worried about him. I really am. Touch her with us.
I agree.
They made him go away when they were doing CPR on him, but he was there when he was stabbed, and he was holding, I guess, the wound to keep it from. He was trying to save his brother. But I think he said he saw when he took his last breath, and before the CPR came back in. So, for what I heard, he was unresponsive for 5 minutes. They were able to revive him a little, but I think it was too little, too late. What can the community do for your family? They need to support the kids at the school. Austin was loved by so many people. They need to know that there's other people out there for them, not against them, you know. And Frisco Memorial has got a football program it's in the process, and we want everybody to know that it's a family, and they're there together. So, but just to put your arms wrap around the support. Says Hunter, did you want to talk to him?
He's a good kid. We just had a little altercation. That's really it, but he has a good heart. Everyone knows.
Me too, Daddy.
Everyone knows he's a great kid. Just one mistake I did, and just took my brother. He deserved it. No one deserves it.
The same way that Karmelo didn't deserve for you guys to, try to Rosa Parks on Mike Passion B said. Try to move somebody, make somebody get up. That white privilege of y'all's cost your brother his life. It did. White privilege cost your brother his life. The defense was worth shit. I could have sent the child to stand up and speak about facts and lies of the case. I think the lawyer was paid off just to sit and not object and collect the money on both sides. Yes. Nick and I did say that she's never been to a trial where it was no objections, no sustain. She can count on one hand how many times she heard the word objection and sustain. That's 5 times. That's not normal. Not normal. We've always been told to keep your hands to yourself unless you feel threatened. Absolutely. What's going on, Pooh? Right, the defense was trashed, didn't do their jobs. But they did say he put up a hell of a closing arguments. Not that makes up for nothing, but after these trials, we'll be left with more questions than before. I'm so tired of these courts. Absolutely. And did cost too much. You hear me? Again, allegedly from the source, this was over a girl. I've heard that before. Lawless, no order in America. I feel the defense did a good job of what they were working with. Is the lawyer working for the state? I don't know. They said all of them are cool. They said the defense, the prosecutors, and the judge are really cool people. And they're cool with the May class. Most definitely paid off. Same way my brother's case when serving 50 years for no reason. I'm not sure who's worse, the May class or the Bell Boys. I know, right, LaQuanda? Swear. What was he saying that was so reckless? What made it reckless? And where's the danger? Isn't that what being reckless is? Yeah, don't hurt me at all. Don't hurt me, y'all. Oh, shit. You guys, let's get over here to 88. She said the jury has reached a verdict. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Thankful. Let me go over to Queen 88 and see if they're talking about it. Let me see, you guys.
Now! Justice! Now!
Here we go, y'all.
The verdict is in. The verdict is in. Lord Jesus, have mercy, please. Oh, I'm about to throw up. Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Justice! Now!
I'm nervous. Y'all put some prayer hands up in the chat. The streets are getting crowded and crazy. Thankful that the streets are getting crowded and crazy. Pray for the state of Texas. I know, me too, my mother's people. Prayer hands, y'all. Prayer hands. Come on, guys. That's all we asked for today. This is intense. Thank you, thankful. I love you, sister. Let's go, see no. It was so nerve-wracking, y'all. I'm like, yes, Kel, free this baby. Free this baby. Hey, Breezy. The verdict will be read, you guys, at 2:05. It's 1:05. I mean, it's 1:54 in Texas, you guys. We got a few more minutes to wait for the verdict. Don't cry, Sino. Don't cry. What y'all thinking? Yeah, we're serious. Let me get you up out of here. Go over there to Fox. I mean, he's gonna come here. Are y'all serious? Go over there to Fox. I don't get it. Why they want to be amongst us? And I like it. It'd be weird to me. Go over there to Fox News, Court TV, do something. Yeah, my mother's people. Want to be around us, but hate us. This be weird. Hold on, y'all. We got another one. Oh, y'all got him. Thank you, C-No. Here they come, y'all. They coming. They coming. Moderators be on the lookout. Block them. I don't want them timed out. Block them. 9 minutes, guys. We got 9 more minutes. I got to give me some cold water, baby. Let's go, Skull. I see Ratchet out there. Now shout out to Ratchet, but they out there, boots on the ground. Shout out to Big Skull though. Big Skull Gang shit over here, okay? I'm Skull Gang till the day I die. Skull Gang till the day I die, y'all. Big Skull Gang shit. 88 shit freezing up. 88. Not right now in 88. Let me go to Just Say No to Skull, y'all. Let me go over on Skull shit. What you're not gonna do is get that friend. What you're not gonna do is get in a woman's state. Oh, here we go. Oh, snap. What's the verdict, Butterfly? They said they were gonna set up to 205. Oh shit. It's going down, y'all. You begged out fight. What's the verdict, y'all? If y'all heard the verdict, tell us. What did you think? When a man walked up, what did you do? You crossed your arms. You weren't going to approach a woman like as soon as that verdict come in, you guys pray for these people. Pray for Karmelo, pray for everybody. Keep your hands to yourself, boy. Keep your hands to yourself, boy. That's what he said. Keep your hands to yourself, boy. Man, hear me, man. I want to keep your hands to yourself. It's not going to hit you. That's what you do. You want us to hit you. You want us to hit you. You want somebody to knock your motherfucking top out. Nobody's going to hit you. They're not going to do it like that. No, you do it. How many Skull got? Skull got 1.1K in there. Yeah, protect our black women. Protect our black women. We are the most disrespected and unprotected. We are the most disrespected and unprotected. The black woman is the most disrespected and unprotected on this earth. On this earth. The white man got in the black woman's face, you guys. Scout said the police is watching and ain't doing shit.
Because now they're seeing an opportunity. Ain't nothing but aired opportunity. So do something. Do something. The same thing that you were gonna do to her, we both gonna hang by her back. Let's have a conversation. So why you come over here? Why did you get nothing? You did. You approached a black woman. Don't do that. You are a woman. Don't do that. Don't do that.
The verdict is going to come out, you guys, in a few minutes. In just a couple more minutes, we will have the verdict.
That is a woman. That's a mother. A sister. Okay, you see the homophobia. It's Pride Month, and we got hella pride. You guys are straight man. I got hella pride. I don't give a fuck what you say. Fuck you ain't you say, boy. Yeah, okay, and what? And what? You aren't gonna touch a black woman, I tell you that. You're not gonna get in a black woman's face, bro. You're not gonna get in a black woman's face. You always say that.
Look, 88, Ray. Don't hit him, 88. Yeah, Kamisha. That's what they doing. They provoking our black people. They want our black people to get on. Drian, I can't be there either. Right, came over there in our space. That's what they do. Like they been coming over here, coming in our space. Go over there. Go over there. JLR is live. Go over there and stay over there with y'all kind. We're not even over here promoting racism. Absolutely, Tracy. 3 minutes away, guys. 3 minutes away from the verdict. 3 minutes away. Pray hands in the chat. Let's go, Wallace. That's Watson. That's Watson. Let's go, Watson. Get some straightening around here. Let's go, Watson. Bring some straightening around. Listen, 88, y'all. Really. Two minutes. 2 minutes. Listen to Ratchet. Let's go. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Oh yeah, they wanted the shit to pop off. They can't wait for it too. They good wait.
Right, Kills. I misunderstood. Yep, Natty, that's what they wanted, them to hit. Y'all make sure y'all follow my sister Misunderstood always, okay?
All y'all working together. Y'all don't give up. That's the second wife. Motherfucking family. And y'all ain't no shit about it. If I would knock his motherfucking teeth out, I'm going to jail. You wild. Hey, let's step behind the barricade. You heard what I said. Step behind the barricade.
It's verdict time. It is 2:05 Texas time. Me too, Kristen.
You might as well start sucking this Jeffrey Dahmer looking ass bitch here. You might as well start cleaning his ass. Look like you don't spit now. Why you sit on the side of your... This is what the next done since 1955.
88.
You've been brainwashed. You got hate in your heart. And we know about people. It ain't not done that. We knew Messi every day.
Karmelo was right. He should still go to prison. Okay, great. Can you guys fill the center? I'm going to do you a favor. Can you go ahead and touch that right there? Put your arms. Best thing you've ever touched in all your life. You hear me? It's so hot. It's so hot.
Yeah, 88 gonna speak her mind. 88 gonna speak her mind. I don't give a damn if she wasn't on TV. And this was some more 3 sector shit. 88 gonna speak her mind, just so y'all know. This 88 every day.
You see how you burn and I twist it? Just like y'all hurt. You see the difference? But not every day. That's what I'm telling you, brother. Because y'all want to change the laws. The juice is coming out. Take that. Look at it. Take that.
Yeah, this is definitely about the verdict, y'all. I'm here for the verdict.
You brought us out here, babies and all kinds of shit for free.
You did what?
It's guilty of manslaughter and not murder. Y'all are trash. Y'all are trash. You motherfuckers is trash.
He's guilty of manslaughter, y'all.
Cancer warriors, stop disqualifying yourself before you even check. Most women assume they don't qualify.
Everybody in this part of Texas.
I think they're saying he's guilty of manslaughter.
Does it not? Yes, they know that their decision is going to be reacted to, and we're seeing it playing out even before the decision comes in outside of the courthouse.
Hold on.
Yeah, again, Ted, this is very, very, very sad. And watching.
Hold on, y'all. I haven't heard it yet. Let me.
Very, very sad. Yeah, I mean, listen, imagine. I see how this stuff comes about, right? You're sitting there in whatever community you are. In this case, it's in Texas, right? And you see a case, you hear a fact pattern, you come to a judgment. Obviously, you don't have all the facts.
They're saying Court TV saying no verdict yet.
Or should have happened, right? But if you come to the conclusion that hey, a young man lost his life, he went to school one day, his parents got a phone call, not telling him, hey, your son has a nosebleed, but your son is dead, right? And so you come to a conclusion that when you see
88 back up. I see 88 on Court TV. 88 back up.
Favor of the death, but hey, Mr. Anthony did nothing wrong. Then you're gonna come and you say, I'm gonna go protest, and then the whole thing becomes inflamed. It's very sad. At the end of the day, none of us know more than those jurors about what we saw in this case. It's coming back in 3 hours from multi-day trial. It just to me seems like
it ain't in, y'all. Sorry. Give it a second.
I feel like this required a little bit more.
No verdict yet, y'all. This is 88. I don't know who said it, but no verdict yet.
It was taking a poll and everything else. So at the end of the day, this is going to really influence. Whatever happens, there's going to be some sort of payback to the community there as a result of this.
She needs to calm down. She does.
We're going to get a break because we still haven't heard from Cody, who's inside the courtroom. He is sending out messages to us, meaning that he is just getting settled and going through security and all of that. So let's get a break in now. We'll continue to monitor what's going on outside the courthouse, and then as soon as Cody starts transmitting messages, we'll be able to give you the color from inside the courtroom, and then ultimately the verdict when it is announced. Getting the breaking news at this hour, the jury in the case
case against Karmelo Anthony has come.
She said yes, it's in. Yes, the verdict has been reached. The verdict itself not yet publicly released in the latest available reporting. Court TV saying the verdict's not in, you guys. That's just crowd talk. I'm thankful. That's just crowd talk. It's manslaughter. It is already in. Court TV hasn't said anything. I don't know if somebody came out of the courthouse and told them in the group what it is. I see everybody kind of still standing back. They got the crowd calm. I see Ratchet. I see Skull. I see 88. They're behind the barricade. Everything is calm at this moment. Let me get your ass gone. Hold on. Why you want to be over? Go over there to Court TV. Hey, Mooly, baby. It is packed outside of Texas, of this courthouse in Texas, guys. It is packed. Yeah, they said they have not got the verdict yet, guys. Yeah, the reaction of the crowd. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you. Yes, and it's 90 degrees, and y'all know what heat does. They're waiting on their people to tell them what it is. I'm going to stick with Court TV and stuff like that. We're going to see. They had me saying false information. I apologize, guys. Miss Parker, the ID. What are you saying, Leslie? I'm confused. Thank you, Chelsea. There ain't nothing but a 99 cent at the her store, y'all. Oh, you didn't get my notification? Dimple said, I can't take all that in my head, Miss Parker. I know, Dimples. I agree. Yep, I agree. Okay. Let me know, hit me up, because I can mail you some. It's not that serious. I can mail you some. I'm on the edge. Johnny said for the black people to take their bullshit attitude to the Waffle House in a super chat. But we're the racists. Just like the OJ trial. In the closing arguments. I know, Mama Kim. Court TV said it hasn't came outside the courthouse, but I don't know. Listen to 88 over all the crowd. '88 cussing up a storm. We know how this is gonna go. Yeah, I seen the Dimples. Okay, thankful if we don't hear it by the time you do. Butterfly, I don't know if they got it yet. Uh-oh. The verdict's in.
Of the verdict in the case against Karmelo Anthony, a jury of 12 defense outside of the courthouse in Collin County, located in McKinney, Texas. This is a live picture of.
I know y'all lying to me.
People have come out because it has been a lightning rod, as this case been. There have been no cameras. There were no cameras allowed, so we have relied on our correspondent Tony Thomas, but all of these people have relied on different news organizations to deliver the details of the trial.
Come on, shit.
And that, of course, makes a difference, because had a camera been allowed in this case, we all would have witnessed the exact same thing. Not the case in this trial. The closing arguments were done earlier today. Each side only had 35 minutes, and the state of Texas had the last word. And I want to read to you the last words that the prosecutor told this jury. It is your duty to hold this young man accountable for this senseless murder, and send a message that this will not be tolerated in this community. Make justice swift in this case. Michael Jaffers watching along with us. He's a trial attorney helping us through our coverage. And Michael, eerie words, make justice swift. Indeed, one could argue that maybe this jury listened under 3 hours, coming back with a unanimous verdict.
Who else is doing it?
A case that many people probably thought would have taken longer to come to a conclusion of, with 10 or 12 separate jurors. You never know, obviously.
I'm fixing to get paid.
Last words, make justice swift in this case. If you're the defense, what are you feeling right now?
You know, this is what I call a toss-up in terms of the jury rejected one of the cases. They just outright flatly rejected. They either rejected me as a defense attorney, or they rejected the prosecution. Obviously, you hope they rejected the prosecution if you're the defense attorney. But they rejected one of the cases, and they are sending a message to one of the parties. One of the parties, they're sending a message that this is complete bunk. Your whole entire case is bunk. We didn't buy anything you said. Again, 3 hours. Can you get 12 people to agree in under 3 hours on anything? Send a message right now in your company right now and ask everybody, where do you want lunch from tomorrow? Just send a message. If you have more than 12 people in your company, send a message. See if you can get everybody, 12 people, to agree on what lunch will be tomorrow. You can't. It's not possible. And this is a life or death case, right? Life or death, meaning like
Cake's blessed.
Life in prison. Essentially,
it's making me feel like he's going to jail.
People, it's unbelievable. Can't even get them to agree on the flavor of sandwich I'm going to bring them, my staff, tomorrow when I cater. And sometimes I'll just have to cater from 2 different places because I give up on trying to get.
Thankful said they must be coming soon. Police say trooper squad, they're all lining up, moving people back, so the verdict is coming.
Our Cody Thomas, who is now in the courtroom, he says that Karmelo's parents have walked in, and the Metcalfs have also just walked into the courtroom, and it appears as the twin brother Hunter is now with them. Hunter Metcalf, of course, was in the tent during this melee and did not testify for the state of Texas. Now, maybe he was being held as a potential rebuttal witness if indeed Karmelo Anthony testified, but we know that, of course, Karmelo Anthony declined the opportunity to take the stand in his own defense. But bottom line, just trying to set the scene for our viewers here. Cody Thomas is in place. As soon as the judge takes the bench, Cody is our only way of communication inside that courtroom, as we watch the live pictures outside the courthouse. Quickly, Michael, on the Hunter Metcalf, he really was expected to be a huge witness because he was there. He and his brother both went up to Karmelo and confronted him to get out of the tent during his track meets. Didn't take the stand, but he wasn't in the courtroom either, which I opined was, well, maybe they were holding him as a potential witness, as a rebuttal, or maybe as a young man, he just didn't want to be there during the gruesome reality of the testimony. Overall thoughts on this strategy not to put Hunter on during the case in chief, and then also the fact that
Cake bless. Me too, Kale.
And a huge part of this case.
I have to assume that his
was not part of the strategy. I have to assume that this young man just said he doesn't want to testify. There's no way that there would be any strategy.
Y'all time Denise out for 10 seconds so she can come back. Thanks for me to time her out. Time Denise out somebody for 10 seconds, please.
I think the reason he's there now is because the case is over and he might feel regret not having us. How could you? I don't mean to make this kid feel bad. I hope he doesn't see me saying this, but how could you not support your dead brother, your slain brother, in your
right? I agree.
Request to get justice for their fallen son, your brother. I disagree because he's done some interviews.
Hunter knew they was gonna hang his ass.
In that, he was there, and his presence in there may have complicated the clean case the state maybe thought they were presenting, because just judging from the interviews that he has done, it's clear that he was more than willing to talk about his brother and the loss that he.
Yep, Kel. Yep.
Your twin. But maybe the overwhelming reality of hearing about your brother's loss and the fact.
Absolutely, Chrissy.
Who knows? Bottom line is he didn't testify.
Sorry,
neither did
Denise.
Karmelo and Anthony. Adding another bit of mystery because the jury didn't hear from either one of these players. There were three of them, right? There was Austin, who passed away, Hunter, and Karmelo. Those are the three that know what exactly transpired between the combatants. Which makes it even more puzzling that he didn't testify. Maybe it was just strategy. I just don't see how. If it was a strategy, Ted, it was malfeasance. It was a terrible strategy. If it was a strategy, that's why I kind of assume it's not a strategy because the state of Texas put a lot of resources in trying this case, and clearly they either won it quickly or lost it quickly. So I just don't see any strategy that the state could have cobbled together that would have told the man it's a good idea not to put him on the stand. Karmelo,
probably so, Kel.
I can understand that. That's one that I totally get. But I just don't see. I can't even imagine a strategy. I can use my imagination. I still can't imagine a strategy.
Yeah, Maisha, I agree. This is terrible, Stephanie.
Sonny Slaughter is joining our conversation as well. Sonny, less than 3 hours. This jury has come to a unanimous verdict. Your initial reaction?
Oh, wow. It's fast. I wasn't expecting it to be long, but it's a little quicker than I thought. But they had a lot of evidence. On the prosecution side. So I'll look forward to hearing what the verdict is.
What about what we're watching outside, Sonny?
It
has cooled down in the last few minutes.
appeal, yeah.
People seem to have gone to their separate corners, but that could change after this verdict. It'll go right away.
Yeah, my hope is that everyone remains calm no matter what the verdict
Yeah,
is.
Denise.
Because none of what they do that is destructive, that is agitating or irritating, will change the verdict or have any impact except a negative impact. So everybody, no matter where they are in the world watching this, everybody just needs to remain calm. Don't engage law enforcement.
Joy to the world, mine too. I'm gonna retire, y'all.
Okay, let's do this. Let's get a commercial break in right now because Cody Thomas is in the courtroom saying the parties are gathering. Both sets of parents are in the courtroom. The twin brother, Hunter Metcalf, in the courtroom just waiting on the judge.
Yesterday, Denise, I think.
Back after this. I wish I could just watch live sports at home for a great price.
I've had this email for 20 plus years, and I've
Who
checked
cares?
it at least twice. Now that's a lot of time for scammers to find.
Shit. It's getting on my nerves, y'all. My nerves. They didn't Lady Mysterious. It is going to be a riot. It is. I pray that 88 and all of them ratchets skull everybody, synthetic, everybody stay safe down there. It's not worth it. Y'all got families to go home to and stuff. I'm saying hard prayers. I know, Denise. Waiting on the verdict, Joy. This could be one of ours. Yeah, she's good people. 88's good people. Right, Stephanie? SWAT team arrived, y'all. I still heard 88, y'all. Oh my goodness, Maisha. Here go 88, y'all. They gotta wait for 88 quick. Court TV gotta wait for 88 quick. Yeah, Joy. That's what we're all waiting on, the verdict.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of verdict is in the case against Karmelo Anthony in McKinney, Texas. Collin County is the scene. This is the outside of the Collin County courthouse. Inside the courtroom, the parties have gathered, and our Cody Thomas is in place. We're just awaiting the judge to take the bench. He says that Karmelo Anthony is there. This is the first appearance of Hunter Metcalf. This is the twin brother. He was not called as a witness.
He's getting on my nerves.
He is now in the courtroom. He hasn't been in the courtroom for any of the trial. This is his first appearance inside.
So Hunter ain't even been in the courtroom, y'all.
To pass along messages saying the courtroom is filling up steadily. Of course, security is very high. Both sets of parents are in the courtroom. Karmelo Anthony's parents, and of course the Metcalfs as well in the courtroom.
Y'all know I'm cool with most of the people from Dallas on YouTube. I heard about it all the time in Texas.
Of course, it's been chaotic over the course of the trial.
You guys, I need 4 more to reach my goal. If you guys can send the $1, that's cool. Help me reach my goal with these 4 more.
In this case, Karmelo Anthony admits that he stabbed Austin Metcalf at a track meet last year after the two got into a verbal
Shanks, if you're watching, can you bring me a cup of water, please? They all feel it.
Both sides have different opinions on what transpired next. The defense here is that Karmelo warned the Metcalf brothers,
that speaks volumes.
that he had something in his bag and he better not touch him or else.
Cup water.
When Austin
cup water right now.
pushed Karmelo Anthony, he did reach in,
And
grabbed
then
a
leave.
4-inch pocket knife, and stabbed the young 17-year-old to death. Along with us us, Michael Schaefer and Sonny
Hey, Miss
Slaughter.
CG.
We've all watched this trial play out through the eyes of Cody Thomas. And again, if I cut you off, it's because we're getting some transmissions from Cody. But Sonny, to you first here as we await this verdict. There are three basic scenarios. You've got guilty of murder, the top charge, which carries with it a potential life sentence. Next,
I know as soon as I get up to get the cup water,
put on the table today.
the verdict will be in.
The defense, the judge granted that. And then, of course, the third option, not guilty. How important is it for that jury and for the defense to have manslaughter on the verdict form?
I think it's really important.
I need 3 more to reach my goal, guys. 3 more.
Anthony had the initial
Super sticker, super chats, or membership.
to murder. I think it was reactionary. I think all of them
Thank you,
should have
TT.
calmed down. They didn't.
They trying to set up and trying to deter the people after the verdict is officially read for all safety out there.
Guilty verdict at all, because someone is dead. Austin
Oh,
is
okay,
deceased,
okay, Tom
and,
Ward.
that is a criminal act. So manslaughter is the best.
Thank you, Joy, for being a member for 3 months. It's okay when they do it. It's
with
a problem when we
lower
do it.
sentencing, but I do not see
That's what they said, Leslie.
walking out of court today as a free young man.
Michael, do you agree that's a long shot?
You know what? I disagree with Sonny on this one. I think that there's a good chance he can be acquitted because here's why.
By
There's
me,
only one. The testimony that I've seen is that there was only he stabbed him one time. He didn't stab him multiple
Yeah,
times.
TT. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank
It was
you.
maybe disproportionate, but there's a good chance that this jury's going to come back not guilty because they came back so. If this deliberation was 3 days, 4 days, I think I would tend to agree that probably they'll come back with manslaughter. But coming back in 3 hours, man, I can't imagine them coming back in 3 hours and finding him guilty. I feel like they're going to come back and find him not guilty. It's just I question the 3 hours. I just question that. So I think there's a good chance.
In 3 hours, y'all heard what he said.
Could it be that they came back in 3 hours with
Thank you,
manslaughter?
TT.
Manslaughter was
Got to cut you off. They are back on the record, according to our Cody Thomas inside the courtroom. The jury is heading into the courtroom. Karmelo is looking very serious, but expressionless. Defense attorney has his arm around him. The tension is clearly.
The jury just
high
walked in, guys.
here. Not verbal, but you can feel it. As our
Thank you,
Cody
Renee.
Thomas sending notes to us because, again, if you're just joining us, there are no cameras allowed in this case, but it has been watched by people across the country, and specifically for those living in the Collin County, Texas area. So we'll wait with bated breath until.
I'm feeling like a hung jury, too. I feel like it's a hung jury, y'all. I do.
We do know what comes next.
I feel guilty, but
of murder. This is Cody Thomas. The verdict is guilty. Guilty of murder, the top charge against Karmelo. So, yeah, wow.
they found him guilty, y'all, of murder in the first degree.
Outside, they will start to get this information momentarily.
They found him guilty with first-degree murder.
Camera up on the outside there because it'll just be a matter of seconds before this crowd reacts. There's a live look outside the courthouse as people have gathered. Again, if you're just joining us, Karmelo Anthony has been found guilty of murder, the top charge in this case, after just 3 hours of deliberation. Sonny, besides wow, which a lot of us are feeling.
Thank you, Kirby.
Thoughts?
I was not expecting the top charge. I really was thinking that they would see
Let me go to Queen 88.
manslaughter.
It's gonna get ugly, y'all. Let me get to skull. They just found Karmelo Anthony guilty.
Thank you for another day, Father God. Listen, just by your grace and your mercy, Father God, we have right now against sickness. Yeah, God. Father God, we give you this. Father God, your sickness, Father God, we join up. I am like, Father God,
they said guilty of murder. You went to the stage? Yeah, they said guilty of murder. Guilty of murder, y'all did.
Wow.
No manslaughter. They said guilty of murder.
First degree, you guys.
They said Karmelo and be guilty of murder. Not manslaughter, murder.
Murder. First degree.
I did that. I just knew for a fact it was gonna be manslaughter. Nobody wants to listen to me, bro. Technically, it does meet the criteria, bro. That's facts. But damn, that's what happened. But I know it meets the criteria. 88. Wow.
Wow.
Damn, bro. They ain't crashing out. They ain't crashing.
Skull said 88's crashing out. Wow. I said on Nikki Nights last night. She said, without emotions, how do you feel? And I said, based off of everything that's been presented in court, I think he's going to be found guilty. I didn't think it was going to be a first degree. Whoever his defense was.
What's going on? What's going on, baby?
Tom Webb said he will win on the appeal, but how many years he has to wait? I'm so sorry for this young man. We have to talk to our sons. I said, if y'all remember that when I first covered it a few days ago, I said that they was going to make an example out of him. Let me get them out of here. Get Max out of here. I can't get him fast enough. I got it. She said, I never understood why the defense didn't even fight for a change of venue. I knew that. I said that to Alma. I'm hurt for this young man. I'm so numb right now. If it's ain't the time for us to come together, all this hating. We hate on each other in the worst kind of way. We hate each other more than they hate us. We can't even say something. We got to be better than the next motherfucker. We can't use the same words as the next black person used, or we're stealing. They didn't even talk about his epilepsy or nothing. We can't dress better. We gotta throw it in our black people's face that we dress better than the next person. We live better when we're all still black. We will all still be black in America. I don't give a damn if you drive a Lexus and I drive a Camry. We will all still be black. Yes, they did, Lisa. It's going to be another Karmelo. It could be our sons. Thankful. We're not going to make it. Our sons are not going to make it. We, as black sisters, we don't protect each other. We don't uplift each other. We promote hate. We promote hate more than we do love. If I hate you, y'all gotta hate too. I don't want that from y'all. I don't want that from my chat anymore, okay? Because I don't hate nobody, truth be told. I don't got time, I don't got room in my heart to hate. I don't. This is an eye opener for the melanated community today. And I hate that his family did not utilize those funds correctly to get this boy the proper people. And I'm not saying it had to be somebody black, but somebody who really cared about his case. To send a message to not only Karmelo, but both sides. Because this was supposed to be a message in education about bullying and so much more. But this message has been sent out to the world that we are a problem. That white people can tell us to move and we have to move. That white people can put their hands on us. We are back in those days that we never thought we'd see come again. We're back. Today started the day back of slavery. Are we in the field? That'll be next. They are showing us as black people, they are still in control. That we are nothing. Just when we think we're bigger than the program, we are still black. We are still Negroes to them. Get Mr. Green the fuck up out of here. Ain't that what happened in slavery days? Ain't that what happened? Mr. Green still typing moderators. Love Dale still in here. I don't want to talk to you either. They don't want us to see the message and what's in front of us. These are distractions. Y'all think that happened? We all seen the evidence. We might not have seen that video. But you mean to tell me that if our black sons aren't protected, neither are we? Are y'all cool? How many of us got black sons that play sports? How many of us right now got black sons that play sports? What message did this deliver? What message did they just send? Not just from Texas, but for every 50 state in America. That it's an Austin and a Hunter. Mr. Green is still typing. Are y'all timing out or, are y'all timing out or blocking? I want them blocked. And he's still able to type. Definitely needed to be blocked. Cause somebody just timed him out and blocked them from themselves. They didn't block him from the chat TT. That's why I was still able to see him. Y'all take today as y'all see fit. It's every case that hits the board is a national announcement. Is a national announcement. Y'all get what I'm saying? The national announcement is it's still their world. That we are in their world. They are not in ours. If y'all don't think that slavery is coming back, remember y'all heard it here first. It's always the cake got to be baked before the icing can go on top, and it's got to cool down. Let me see what they're saying.
We know that they did not make their case. They are currently sentencing Karmelo Anthony. But we know that the Next Generation Action Network put the first $10,000 towards an appellate attorney. If we will fight Collin County like this, I respected this process. I allowed and called for peace in this process. But that's how we always get that anyway. But Black America should be very upset about what went on today. And before all of the internet lawyers and before all of the interpretation of the situation, I'm only an advocate here. I'm not an attorney. I can only help families be able to navigate these processes when they find themselves in this type of situation. I can only allow lawyers to see what they are. Lawyers. I can't instruct them. I can't stop them from doing anything. I have to respect the process just like anybody else. But what we saw today was a real process, unjust. And I ask that the community continue to pray for the Anthony family.
Let's go. Never left.
You said what? Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh my God, what we doing, gang? Oh, forget this is your game. What's your name in the chat? What's your name? I'm sorry, I'm getting ready to start my YouTube page. They call me. It's Miss Cat Willie. Okay. I'm so nervous to be. Oh, you right. You good.
I know what you mean, Linda. It never left. It never left.
Wow.
They just bought another race in to utilize.
Are we smoking on that boy right now? I accept.
The white man said they smoking on Karmelo's pack today. We'll always be divided. Hate overpowers love. Know that. So they're really telling black people they have no rights to defend ourselves. That's the message. Talk to your son. We do, Linda. Intentionally, yes. We do, Linda. I agree. Yep, sweet honey. Yeah. And the video don't even matter. Time what they showing us that the video. They're sentencing him. Now, wasn't that slavery days? You couldn't look at them, you couldn't touch them, you couldn't walk up the same sidewalk. Now they're starting to where they don't have to serve us in the restaurants. Pay attention to what's happening outside in real time. This might be some Rodney King stuff. I'm praying for y'all. Absolutely, Crystal. They're coming up with a verdict now of how much time Karmelo's gonna get, guys. We're a threat. Our sons are threats, y'all. That's what they said. They're sentencing it. They're about to sentence anybody. They're sentencing. Have you ever heard of a murder charge and being sentenced in the same day? Tell me this wasn't a setup. Tell me that young black man wasn't set up. Not getting sentenced in the same day. Never heard it. Not right intentionally. They never did this. Pay attention. Not even Jordan. Yes, Linda. I know. Sweet honey. Talk to your son. Let's go. Let's go. Very insane. I said I was going to use him as an example. to show us what it really is that we are in the world. My head hurts too. Indies. It's the world we just living in. Absolutely cut. They was all friends, the prosecutor, the defense, and the judge. And they came back and wanted us. See, the word nigga means stupid. They wanted us to feel like, oh, those are AI, those are AI. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The defense, the prosecutor, and the judge. No justice. They said he's facing 5 to 99 years, guys. You're right, Crystal. Stick together. We must stop supporting white business, Asian businesses, alien business, any business that's not black. We should stop supporting. We have to come together. We have to sit together with each other. Because we are not. That's all I have. We can't. I agree about me too. They sent us a message today to let us know that the system does not work for black people. I told y'all the system has never been designed for us. We don't get justice. Many times tonight to help the black child, we don't get justice. People, I'm telling y'all today, it's time for us to stick together. It's time for us to stop looking out for other people. It's time for us to pour our dollars in our community. And that's all I got to say. Don't lose your job, sister.
She said he was crying. She said he was very remorseful. He was crying.
We got to do better as black people, Belinda. Y'all when he got $1 million house. That money went for $1 million house. Y'all can say what y'all want about being crunk, but this shit wouldn't be going down if it was being crunk. I'm sorry. Being crunk was a little too high to have a little leftover money. We got to do better, black people. Time more. Absolutely, sweet honey. We've always been guilty. They said that baby cried out loud in court. They just said it over here. But the defense, that was for the defense, like Nick and Knight said, to bring the experts in to get to the bottom of that, Crystal. That's how I knew when they said that the defense rest, I was like, what? Listen. Not allegedly. I'm so disappointed. Absolutely. Protest at 6. Thank you, thankful. I do too. I believe that Karmelo. What won't work for everybody, I can't knock it. That defense told him not to go up there and talk because they would turn him up. He didn't want the emotions of a black man to be seen by the jury and see how sympathetic Karmelo was. Absolutely, Brandon. Yeah, that's the truth, Kamisha.
How you doing?
Parents walked out of court.
What's up, Christy? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Let's go intentionally. Let's go. You hear me? Yep, Crystal. They're sentencing him right now. Thank you, Keisha, so much. Let me go to Court TV. See if we can get that sentencing.
Facebook or Snapchat between the ages of 8 and 18 and later developed anxiety, depression, eating disorder.
Talk to the Metcalf family and the jury about not just who her son was, but who he could be, and that in a moment of
they're sentencing right now. What channel, thankful?
He did the unthinkable, but that's not who my son is. And none of them were there. None of us were there. And we don't know what actually happened. We only know what people perceive to have happened.
What channel is the sentencing on, guys?
My child has deep regret. My family has deep regret. He is a scholar. He has the opportunity to turn his life around. She needed to be talking about her son in the future to get them to see who he could be outside of this. And she was not prepped and ready for that. What she said was not enough to change anything. She also should have been speaking to the fact that what is going to happen outside, that heard the case, family members, siblings. I know because I've been there.
I don't see it. I see all these cases.
I'm sorry.
But I don't see Karmelo. Let me
This is a
see.
live picture outside of the Collin County Courthouse where there's been versions of this throughout. Where,
Is it on YouTube?
Both sides coming face to face. It's unfortunate. The verdict's in.
Okay.
No need.
Yeah, Butterfly. I don't see it on News Nation.
Retake Boston. Retake Boston in November will address affordability from these 5 areas. I read this, and as somebody who's a big fan of Donald Trump and his agenda.
Yeah, I don't see it on News Dallas 4, CNN.
Angus King, the independent, running basically with most of the Democratic support, won that race easily. Custom
said he could have been an absolute angel leading up to this, but it was that one act that changed everything. But they can go back to how he's lived his whole life up to that point, in maybe opting for leniency.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to hear from the defense. The defense, when they make their argument to the jury, which we expect to be happening any moment now, for what they feel is an adequate sentence, we're going to hear some of what we heard in the first phase of the trial. When we heard opening statements to this, we heard
he's facing 5 to 99 years, guys.
Student, that he held down 2 jobs, that he was elected captain of the team by his teammates. We heard about his character, and we're likely to hear about that again in these closing arguments for sentencing, because again, that is something that the jury can consider at this point that they could not consider in the guilt-innocence phase. We're going to hear about his character, and then from the prosecution, I expect they're going to hammer home just how serious this was. We're going to, I'm sure, hear some of the brutal details of this, the fact that Karmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf in the heart. That
I believe it, guys.
Not survivable, and just how gruesome this was, and how horrific this was, and the impact that it has had on just the entire community. And so, again, those are things we couldn't consider before, and some of the things that the jury can consider now, and they're going to argue that those are factors that should play into the decision about how many years in prison Karmelo Anthony should get.
Well, no doubt there will be an appeal. It sounds like there's already the moment this verdict came out, people were already talking about this. I'm sure the legal team also has some sort of a contingency.
Please give him another attorney.
To address something like that, how that's going to play out, who knows, right? And it's kind of difficult at this point to sort of get too far ahead of ourselves. But we know that this certainly at this point, at this juncture, certainly isn't over. We need to hear about sentencing. About what happens next. I'm curious at some point, when we might start hearing from maybe some community activists, perhaps some of the lawyers. There's a gag order, though, right, Andrea, for folks inside the courtroom. So typically, those are lifted as soon as this is all said and done?
I would believe, yes, that should be lifted
Yeah,
as
honey.
soon as the sentencing is over. If they're from an acquittal, I'm sure it would have been lifted as soon as that would have come down. But that gag order prevents the attorneys from the case, the witnesses in the case, from speaking publicly, from speaking to us, the media. So that's why you haven't seen us approaching the attorneys. We know they're going to say no. So yes.
Yes, I agree.
The case, you have heard from attorneys unrelated to the case, as you mentioned, other members of the legal community weighing in who have been watching it. They're not affected by any kind of gag order. So when you hear from an attorney, if you are hearing from an attorney, it's likely one that is unconnected to this case because of that. The family, we haven't heard from the family. We haven't heard from
Dominique Alexander from Next Generation Action Network is speaking. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Come on, it showed us that time and time in American history, it has shown us to remove emotions from the law. This trial showed that it put emotions over the law. After Trayvon Martin and so many countless names, it has shown us that black black life is not safe in Collin County. It showed us that they did not listen to the law. It showed clearly that a judge interfered in this process. It showed very clearly that a black boy
Crystal, send it to me.
not one black soul on a jury. An all white jury convicted him in 2 to 3 hours. We know that they did not prove their case. They are currently sentencing Karmelo. The first $10,000 towards an appellate attorney. And we will fight Collin County like hell. I respected this process. I allowed and called for peace in this process. The black America should be very upset about what went on today. Now, before all of the internet lawyers and before all of the interpretation of the situation, I'm only an advocacy leader. I'm not an attorney. I can only help families be able to navigate these processes when they find themselves in this type of situation. I can only allow lawyers to be what they are, lawyers. I can't instruct them. I can't stop them from doing anything. I have to respect the process just like anybody else.
I know,
What
Marie.
we saw today was flawed, unjust, and I ask that the community continue to pray for the Anthony family. I do not speak for them, but I know that the Next Generation Action Network will be here as support. My heart hurts right now because in the ignorance of the law, what's done here today. Clear, we posted the jury instructions, and right now what we are seeing is a travesty. It lets us know that black lives do not matter in the criminal justice.
This is Kenneth here once again. We're hearing Dominique Alexander. He's speaking right now to some reporters, some folks that have gathered around him. He's calling this a travesty, saying that black lives are not safe in Collin County, saying that he has respected the process.
Thank you, Crystal.
In his words, fight Collin County like hell is what he said.
And he did point out that he was the one yesterday calling for peace, telling everybody, take a step, a deep breath, let's exhale and watch this as it plays out, this process. But he clearly is very frustrated and unhappy with the results of the jury verdict and the jury itself that was seated in this case.
Yeah, a lot of anger from him, which is to be expected. He has operated sort of.
It's been a long day, you guys. I'm getting off of here waiting on the verdict of the time, see how much time. Let's pray that they give him 5 years with probation. We have praying hands up for not guilty. We even have praying hands up for manslaughter. I don't see good time coming from this for Karmelo. I really think that they're using him as an example to our black youth. Our black people have always been a threat in America. We've always had the resources to make something out of nothing. They needed us. Think about it. White America needs us to this day. Sports. And so much these news reporters are genuinely upsetting me, making these smart remarks. Of course they are. This is their time to shine. If y'all didn't think that the racism was gonna just come out in chats amongst these people, and y'all thought it was gonna stop there, it's Tasha Capricorn, Crystal. I don't know if that's what you were spelling out. I don't even know why I put it. But my head hurts, guys, and I'm so upset. They do, just like the immigrants, just like the immigrants. They needed them. Shankrock is going live, you guys. He's got an interview set up. He might be the one going live about what they give him. I just need to go mentally, mentally go outside, get some air, and take this in. It's TOSHA. Somebody else got that email, honey. I don't know who got that email, but yeah, somebody else got that email. They're probably looking at it like, what is this? Yeah. Everybody go get y'all some air for a minute. Kind of woosah and come down. And this will never go away. This will never go away. This is, yeah, they found them guilty of first-degree murder, LaQuanda. They found Karmelo Anthony guilty of first-degree murder. When they didn't look at the information that was presented to them, it's because they didn't care. They're letting us know we don't care if you got a video. We don't care. You cannot defend yourself against us. We are in control. How many times have we seen videos and it didn't matter? You said that, Jennifer. Jennifer said this ain't gonna be good. They came back too quick. She said it's not good. They're even sentencing him at this moment, LaQuanda. They're sentencing him. They are fixing to sentence him, yes. Yeah. I'm sick of waiting, y'all. Actually, I'm just I'm irritated. I'm so irritated. And all of this, wanting to not get it. They want to put as much information out. I'm irritated. I'm so irritated. My head hurts.
I can't believe that more ladies who used the Depo-Provera shot for over a year aren't talking about this. Because if you did between 1992 and 2000...
Home again. So, of course, a lot of emotion out here outside the courthouse here, Ted. A lot of, differing opinions, but everything's seemingly civil for right now. Of course, there's a little bit of yelling. There's some people with megaphones. There's a bit of shouting, but everything's kind of tame right now.
They're waiting to see
there are several sheriff's cars behind me.
They're saying that the jury, I think,
it's a heavy scene here.
The jury is doing the sentencing.
Both sides were given an opportunity to argue in front of the jury during the penalty phase, and both sides declined that opportunity.
Yeah, they both declined, statements to make, opening statements. They just went straight into the witnesses, which there's only the one singular witness, which was Karmelo's mother. There was no arguments back and forth. The defense asked a couple of questions. Do you feel that Karmelo regrets this? She says, yes, I know my son. He's very sorry about this. I just want the court.
The only person they called was his mom.
If you call him to cross-examination, all he said was, you know that you will still be a part of your son's life as any other mother on this earth. We know you love your son very much. And then he passed the witness, and then Ted, that was it. Very brief, under 5 minutes there. But again, very emotional on both sides. The jury came back in looking, very serious with their decision. They came back in, they gave the paper to the judge. The judge read the decision, and that's when, of course, the emotion broke loose. But there was a lot of hugs on the Metcalf side, a lot of tears, of course, on the Karmelo side, a lot of tears on the Metcalf side as well. So emotion on both sides here, and of course, emotion outside this courthouse. Got a little crowd building up out here right now in the parking lot, Ted.
Yeah, and this was the first time that Hunter Metcalf was in the courtroom. Of course, the twin that lost his brother for such a horrible, nonsensical reason at a track meet. They were both competing. Any observations about Hunter? Because this is the first time he's been in the courtroom. He wasn't called as a witness.
Never been in trouble or nothing. Yeah, it definitely needs to be moved. That's why I said they need to get a new attorney to get it out of Texas. It got to go out of Texas for him to have a fair chance.
But they never called him. And, we kind of assumed that because he wasn't inside the courtroom throughout the duration of the trial, and we know testifying witnesses cannot be inside the courtroom in the gallery while other witnesses are testifying. So that's why people thought he was going to take the stand. But, of course, he ultimately did not. But we saw him walk in today a little expressionless, kind of walked in, sat with his mom and dad. And once his verdict came down, there was some celebratory gestures on the Metcalf side, and then, of course, a lot of tight hugs and everything. But we only saw him for those brief minutes there before both sides eventually left the gallery and presumably left this courthouse.
Yeah, intentionally, I agree.
When they walked out of the courtroom, of course.
What happens now? The jury will be charged again with some brief instructions, I assume, before deliberations begin?
Yeah, that's what's happening right now, Ted. They're having a charge conference right now, and then they'll go back there and then deliberate the punishment. So that's where we're at right now. That's why I was able to come out here and get this update to make sure our viewers are updated on the latest and greatest facts that come out of this case. But yeah, that's what they're doing right now. The attorneys are having a charge conference. Then it will go to that jury so they can deliberate what the fate will be of Karmelo Anthony. Of course, with that charge, he's facing 5 to 99 years behind bars. Very serious offense here, Ted, that he's now been convicted of.
Yeah, that's the top charge against him. 5 to 99. Life without parole is not on the table, though, because of his age, correct? And so this jury will decide that number to which he will be eligible for parole and or serve. I saw you looking to the side there. Things are quiet. We've seen different versions of people in each other's faces, then sort of relaxed. Are people leaving, going home, or are you staying?
They're still congregating on both sides. There's kind of this, I'm trying to describe it to you, right in front of the courthouse, there's kind of this middle road. There's a middle road and some medians on both sides, but that middle road's kind of blocked off, and they're kind of in front of the barricades here with, I'm counting, roughly a dozen chairs.
I'll do a virtual live if they come back with the time, you guys, which you guys will probably see it before I even go virtual. I don't know what else to say, guys. I'm getting out of here. I'm super emotional. Salute